Gary Gragg here down at Golden Gate Palms Nursery, my beloved nursery in Richmond, your avocado source for Northern California. Okay, I want to talk about summer avocados, right? Now the summer avocados, they're really interesting because they take a really long time on the tree before they mature. You may not know that. The bees come along in April of year number 1 and they sit on the little fruit, the little flower, they fertilize it, they do their little magic, and then they make a little fruit, right? In April or sometimes May. Well then, a whole year later, these things grow up and they're still not ready to eat. They still need a few more months to ripen. So now it's August 3rd of the 2nd year since these things have been on the tree. So what does that mean? They're ready to eat now, okay? They're in their season. The summer ripening avocados are all of Guatemalan descent, and that means they have thicker, bumpier skins. The Mexican avocados are thinner skinned. They're faster fruiting on the tree. They only need like 7 to 10 months to ripen. Those would be varieties like Bacon, Zutano, Mexicola, a few others. And then, what else do you know about the summer ripening avocados? They're really rich. They're usually a little bit richer in taste than the Mexican ones, but I do love all avocados. Anyway, so the first one we have here is a Haas. Now I didn't grow this one. It's the only one I didn't grow at my house in Lafayette. I got this from the store where I sell a lot of my avocados real close by where I live. You'll see it's got a dumb little sticker on it, right? I hate these stickers so much. I don't know who thought to put stickers on fruit that you eat. Now you don't eat the skin of this one, but many fruits you do. And you're sitting there eating away and all of a sudden you got the sticker in your teeth, like the lamest thing ever, right? I don't do that. I don't put stickers in my fruit. You can eat the whole thing and not have to worry about that, right? Okay, so the Haas variety, it is going to be 8 ounces. This is a typical Haas size. It's actually a pretty good Haas size. It's 8 ounces, right, for comparison. Next one up, Lamb Haas. Guy named Lamb in Southern California had a big avocado orchard. Well, all of a sudden this sprouted up, so it's obviously a baby of a Haas. So it's cross-pollinated with a couple different things, with the Haas as a parent. It looks like you took a Haas and squished it down, made this little funny shape there like that. See that? This tree is known for being really prolific with its fruit at a young age, and that's what my trees are doing. So it's following that description. This is 9 ounces, 1 ounce more than the Haas. Now it'd probably be a little bigger if I fertilize, water my trees more, but I'm an abusive grower at my own house. Don't treat your trees the way I treat my trees. Yeah, but mine are really tough because of it. Anyway, next one up is Little Cado. Now Little Cado is a misnomer because it's really not a Little Cado. This is a medium size. It's not even the biggest one. Now, Little Cado is a dwarf weeping tree. There's a great video on my website. Check that out. I'm not going to talk too much about that because it's there. But this is a really good avocado. This one, I have a cheat sheet here, weighed in at 12 ounces for comparison, okay? So quite a bit bigger than the Haas. See that? Look at that. All right. Then, next up is a reed. Okay, here's your reed. It's really round like a little softball. They actually get bigger than this. This is a medium-sized reed and has a nice round shape, really rich flavor, and you can see the difference in size from the Haas to the reed. Okay, now reed's a little more tropical, a little more tender, but still get away with growing them in Lafayette, no problem. And this one's weighing in at 13 ounces. Okay, so we're getting quite a bit bigger than the Haas. The next one is a freak of nature. It is I think it's a Pinkerton, but this one weighs in at 27 ounces. And from all the research I've done and experience I have, the Pinkertons never get this big. So, and I've lost all my labels. I was germinating lots of seedlings. It's possible this is a unique plant. I think it's just a Pinkerton that's on steroids. I don't know. I don't fertilize. I grow them pretty abusively, yet it put out a bunch of fruit like this. 27 ounces. So that's actually 8 times 2, 16. This is like 3 times the size of a typical Haas. Look at that thing, right? I mean, that'll feed the whole street. Okay, so but it's a elongated avocado. It has a really high oil content, really good fruit. I mean, I don't have all of the Pinkertons I've ever seen in the stores or anywhere have been half the size. So I'm still not entirely sure this is truly a Pinkerton. But if you know, you think you know, give me a call. I want to find out if you think this is some other thing other than a Pinkerton. Now the last one is the one that we're all excited about. Here's Big Mup, okay? Big Mup was a giant tree I found in East Palo Alto, and I really almost nearly abandoned lot. And it turned out they were going to they're going to build apartments there. And so I found out who owned the property, and it was this huge tree, 50 feet tall, 50 feet wide. No one's taking care of it. No one's watering it. Totally thriving. Fruit on it every year. I would climb up and get these fruit and risk my life and throw them down onto a mattress. But anyway, I named it after my daughter, Muppy. Look on my website. There's tons of photos. They're gonna be on my website on the Big Mup page about this type of avocado. Now, the only problem is I only got one of these things to grow from a graft at my house. It's a small little tree. Been growing it for several years. I went back to get a whole bunch of cuttings off of this tree, and I showed up and there was an excavator sitting where the tree was, and I just about cried. Got out, talked to that guy, and he's like, "Whoa, you should have been here last week because, man, we took that thing down. You wouldn't believe how many avocados came out of that tree." And so, anyway, I had a deal with an avocado grower in Southern California who was going to make me hundreds of, babies. So now all I have is my little tree, my one little tree. I was able to get one fruit off it this year. It fruited like crazy. I cut all the fruit off, kept one. Here it is for comparison. So, but pretty soon, another couple, 2 or 3 years, we'll be able to graft off this tree and get some more babies going. But anyway, take a look at the size difference there. Now, actually, it looks really big. It's not quite as heavy as this Pinkerton. It weighs in at 24 ounces versus 27 ounces, but still, it's a really beautiful avocado. Cut it in half. It has a really structural skin. You can use the skin as a bowl for guacamole. So someday, I promise you, we're gonna have these Big Mups for sale. Everybody keeps asking me. It's driving me nuts. But I'm gonna keep going until we get this thing in production. And those are your summer ripening avocados at Golden Gate Palms. Come on down and buy a tree.